Darimu itu pasti lagu ini tercipta. Darimu itu pasti lagu ini tercipta.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 6.
Before we start, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Reska Aulia Rahmah.
My name is Rancho Camelia.
My name is Muhammad Afgan Erbianto.
My name is Rita Ramadan. This time we will present the biography of Iwan Fals. He is a legendary singer in Indonesia. True, the lyrics are full meaning and deep.
So that we can enjoy his legacy to this day. And his songs are also familiar because many of his songs are hits. So let's begin.
Firgawan is famous by his stage name Iwan Fals. Born in 3rd September 1961. He is a singer, musician, and songwriter. His musical style has been said to be pop, rock, country, and folk pop, and his lyrics contain a lot of life flows and looking at life simply. Main songs are created because the lyrics are funny, joking, some even social critics. Firgawan Istanbul biasa dikenal dengan nama panggungnya Iwan Fals, lahir pada tanggal 3 September 1961. Beliau adalah seorang musisi, penyanyi, pembuat lagu, dan seorang kritikus yang menjadi legenda di Indonesia. Gaya bermusiknya adalah pop, country, and folk pop, dan dalam liriknya mengandung bahwa hidup mengalir dan melihat hidup dengan sederhana. Maka terciptalah lagu-lagu dengan lirik yang bahagia, membuat orang happy, dan bahkan ada yang mengandung kritik sosial. As a child, Iwan Fals studied in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia at Indonesia Embassy for 8 months. In the fight sport, he is very active and has made achievement. Iwan Fals' story journey began when he was in high school. He started basking from his in junior high school. Saat masa kecilnya, Iwan Fals pernah bersekolah di Jeddah, Saudi Arabia selama 8 bulan. Beliau sangat berprestasi di bidang olahraga, akan tetapi musik menjadi pilihannya. Beliau memulai karirnya saat di bangku sekolah, saat di Bandung, dan beliau mulai mengamen saat di bangku SMP.
When Iwan Fals was still studying at senior high school, he and his colleagues, namely Toto Gunarto, Helmi, and Bambang Bule, recorded their first album, namely Amburadul, at Istana Musik Records Jakarta. However, the cassettes didn't sell. Iwan Fals make humor songs and record them together at the ABC Records Company. This record wasn't success. This record wasn't success, but still enjoyed by teenagers. Jadi saat Iwan Fals sedang di SMA, dia bersama rekan-rekannya membuat satu album yang bernama Amburadul. Tetapi album ini tidak sukses, lalu ini album ini kan tidak sukses, tapi si Iwan Fals dia mencoba untuk membuat musik baru bersama rekan-rekannya yang bertema kayak humor gitu, tetapi masih tidak sukses, tapi dinikmati oleh kalangan remaja. Until finally, during Iwan's journey in collaboration Musica Studio, Iwan's songs were taken more seriously. One of them, the Young Bachelor album, is in great demand and is starting to get various offers to sing. And entered television after 1987, and Omar Bakri's songs was broadcast on TVRI. Pada akhirnya Iwan Fals bekerja sama bersama Musika Studio dan disitulah lagunya dianggap lebih serius. Salah satu contohnya album Sarjana Muda. Disitulah mulai banyak diminati dan banyak mendapatkan penawaran untuk masuk televisi. Setelah tahun 1987 barulah masuk televisi dan lagunya Mark Barkley masuk ke dalam TVRI.
During the New Order, many of Iwan Fals' concert schedule were banned and cancelled by government officials because the lyrics of his songs contained criticism of the government and were deemed capable of inciting riots. In April 1984, Iwan Fals was detained and interrogated for 2 weeks because he sang the lyrics of the songs, namely Demokrasi Nasi dan Bola Sederhana. Pada masa Orde Baru, banyak jadwal konser Iwan Fals yang dilarang dan dibatalkan oleh aparat pemerintah karena lirik lagu-lagunya yang berisi kritikan terhadap pemerintah dan dianggap dapat memancing kerusuhan. Pada bulan April tahun 1984, Iwan Fals sempat ditahan dan diinterogasi selama 2 minggu karena menyanyikan sebuah lagu yang berjudul Demokrasi Nasi dan Pola Sederhana. When he joined the Swamis band, Iwan Fals skyrocketed even further by scoring phenomenal hits, Bento and Bongkar. His career continued when the band Kantata Takwa released the album in 1990. After the two bands' contracts ended, he still launched solo albums and with groups such as the Dalbo album. In his concert entitled The Song of Raya, it was proof to the world of breaking to the Guinness Book of World Record on an international scale. Jadi saat dia bergabung dengan band Swami, Iwan Fals terus meroket dengan mencetak skor fenomenal yang sangat hits, yaitu Bento dan Bongkar. Karirnya terus berlanjut saat band Kantata Takwa merilis album pertamanya pada tahun 1990. Setelah kedua kontrak band tersebut berakhir, Iwan Fals masih terus meluncurkan album solonya maupun bersama grup seperti album Dalbo. Pada konsernya yang bertajuk Raya, itu menunjukkan kepada dunia yakni pemecahan rekor The Guinness Book of World Records yang berskala internasional.
His legacy in this life that his song are still heard and enjoyed by people because the song lyrics full of the color of life, namely sincerity, social criticism, and empathy. Simple language and strong music, making Iwan Fals song so memorable and inspire many people. Jadi warisan dalam hidup ini adalah lagu-lagu saat ini masih didengar dan dinikmati oleh orang-orang karena lirik lagu ini penuh dengan warna-warni kehidupan, yakni ketulusan, kritik sosial, empati, bahasa yang sederhana, dan musik yang digunakan begitu kuat membuat lagu-lagu Iwan Fals begitu berkesan dan menginspirasi banyak orang.
So that's all our presentation about the biography of Iwan Fals. Thank you for watching and goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.